somebody shutting the doors, you think? Or should we just, yeah. Or should we just go? Or? Good evening. Well, that's loud. We just got a brand new microphone and sound system. It works. It definitely works. Thank you all for coming this evening. I'm Mitch Gross, the proud principal of Iowa City West High School, and we are incredibly honored and excited to welcome you to the 2025 Iowa City West High School National Honor Society induction ceremony. This is our fifth time doing it. This will be the first time I've had to put my glasses on to read, so I apologize about that. But students and family and parents, faculty and staff, we are incredibly thankful that you joined us for tonight's celebration. I want to begin by acknowledging the adults on the stage. Please give a huge round of applause to our assistant principals, Liz Bruning and Maureen Head. They will be doing a phenomenal job of reading names. And then I want to give a huge shout out as well to Shannon Arkfeld, the National Honor Society spokesperson and sponsor for West High School. Ms. Arkfeld. Scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Those four pillars of the National Honor Society embody our two student speakers, Eli Mays and Leon Ahmed. Eli is a shining example of what it means to be a scholar who consistently exhibits impeccable character. Eli has been an active member of West student government. He also spent a year studying abroad, which he'll touch upon in his speech. Eli's favorite course at West High School has been AP English Literature with Mr. Fries because he loved the class discussions. Those and the actual texts further nourished his love for literature and language. As I was preparing for this speech, I was doing some email searching, and lo and behold, a document from March 1st, 2020 appeared. Eli, this was a Northwest Junior High positive certificate you received from Ms. Scudder that said this: "I'm so proud of Eli's research project. His approach at creating a website was so creative and so fun to see. He made it entertaining while presenting to the class as well. I cannot wait to use it as an example for next year." Eli has been a tremendous example for West High and all of our students. He plans to pursue a degree in architecture at a school yet to be determined. Ladies and gentlemen, Eli Mays.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. I'm Eli Mays, and tonight I'd like to share a few of the lessons I learned from the most challenging but ultimately rewarding experiences of my life, spending my sophomore year in Japan. It all started back in 8th grade during the COVID lockdown. I was bored, stuck at home, and looking for an adventure. I stumbled across a program online that sent American students to study in local high schools in Japan, and even though I didn't know a single word of Japanese at the time, I decided that I was going to make it happen. For the next year, I spent hours after school and on weekends self-studying, pushing myself to learn the language from scratch. The work paid off. By the time I applied, I had exceeded the program's language requirements. But when I got to Japan, I realized the real challenges were just beginning. Tonight, I'd like to share a few lessons I learned during my year abroad. Lesson 1, people who put themselves out there gain the most. When I first arrived in Japan, I was constantly worried. How would I get from my home to the school? How would I understand my classes? How would I fill out complicated forms at City Hall or make friends with people who had never spoken to an American before? I didn't feel like I had the life skills to handle all these situations, and I didn't know where to turn for help. So I tackled every challenge on my own. I was scared, but resilient. In a culture where everything seemed to run with such precision, one small mistake felt like the end of the world. I realized very quickly that I shouldn't be embarrassed about asking questions or asking for help. The only way I was going to survive was to admit that there was a lot that I didn't know, and that I needed to get comfortable with making many mistakes. Lesson 2, Some people don't look like they're struggling, but that doesn't mean they aren't. Many of the other international students seemed to know exactly what they were doing, or at least they made it look like they did. Even though I was trying my hardest, everything seemed easier for them while I was still struggling to adjust. Most students in the program were a year or two older, came from big cities, and lucked into more supportive host families. I couldn't help but feel like I was falling behind. Over time, I learned that many of the other students were struggling, much more than I had realized. Some were feeling depressed and lonely, either not making friends in Japan or not learning very much from the experience. By the end of the year, it was me who felt a lot more confident. I was able to travel all around the country, and I even made lasting friendships with Japanese students. Lesson 3, working hard is not just about success. I was amazed by how seriously Japanese people take their work. No matter the job, they put their all into it and genuinely believe in its importance. Whether a teacher, a station worker, or a shopkeeper, everyone was always courteous, smiled while working, and approached their tasks with dedication. In America, the mindset is, work hard so you'll succeed. For Japanese people, it's not about doing well and then getting a better job or a higher salary, but instead finding meaning in what you are doing in the present moment. Lesson 4, we are learning a lot more than we might think at West High. After a year in Japanese high school, one of the things that surprised me the most is how much I've learned at West. Sometimes on the day-to-day, classes can seem boring. We might wish we never had to do another MCQ or FRQ, but we are learning something that is not emphasized in Japanese school, critical thinking. At West, we learn to question and draw our own conclusions about many of the topics we study. We explore and debate and follow our own interests. In Japanese high school, there were few opportunities for discussion or participation. There were only right answers and wrong answers, and you studied to learn the right ones. As I look back on my year in Japan, the greatest lesson I learned was every place, every culture, every person has something valuable to teach us. The kind of learning that changes you only happens when you step outside your comfort zone. So whatever your Japan is, whether it's learning a new language, taking on a difficult challenge, or simply seeing your surroundings in a new light, I encourage you to go for it. For the juniors in the room, your senior year is coming up fast, and so is applying to college. More than anything, be ambitious. Even if you don't think you'll get in, take that risk. Apply to those schools, pursue what genuinely interests you, and push yourself to do something different. With so many financial aid programs available today, your opportunities are wider than you might think. Don't let fear hold you back, because real growth only happens when you step into the unfamiliar. You might surprise yourself with what you're capable of. Thank you.
Thank you, Eli. Our second speaker this evening will be Leon Ahmed. Leon has been an exceptional ambassador for West High as she serves as the national president of the Business Professionals of America. Her favorite classes have been Professional Pathways and AP Research, both because they are student-centered and invite students to explore their individuality. Her favorite teacher is Ms. Fickle because she has empowered Leon to challenge herself and to achieve at a high level far higher than she ever envisioned for herself. As I was preparing this speech as well, I was able to find a little tidbit from Leon from junior high. This good newsgram was sent on November 19th, 2019 from Mr. Flack. Leon is such an awesome young lady, and she is so caring, so positive, and she has such a bright future. She has a smile that always brightens my day no matter how it's going, to the point that I feel so very fortunate and blessed to be her teacher. Absolutely, Leon has a bright future ahead. She'll be studying public health at a university or college to be named later. Please welcome to the stage, or to the podium, Madam President Leon Ahmed.
Thank you, Mr. Gross, for that great introduction. National Honor Society inductees, parents, and faculty, it is such an honor and pleasure to be able to speak with you all today and welcome you to this amazing ceremony. Students, each of you has demonstrated excellence in academics, but what truly sets you apart is your commitment to something larger than yourself. You have chosen to lead, to serve, to uphold values that will shape the world around you without a doubt. As I scan the crowd tonight, I see so many familiar faces of friends and peers in my many classes, and just seeing the vibrant diversity in the room today brings me so much joy. Last December, after I delivered a speech at a career development conference in Texas, a woman approached me, her presence both warm and deliberate. Her skin tone matched mine, and experience was deeply etched on her face. We exchanged a few words, and she praised my speech with tear-filled eyes. Taking a deep breath, she paused. You don't know how much it means to see someone who looks like my daughters up on a stage that grand. Your work transcends farther than you will ever know, she says. We snap a picture and part ways, but as I fly home back to Iowa, her words linger in my mind. When I first entered high school, I decided that in order to be successful, I needed to follow the legacy paved by many of those who came before me. I signed up for a rigorous course schedule, filled my plate with responsibilities, and told myself that success meant following the right path. But in the midst of all that planning, one unexpected schedule accident, actually a gap in my schedule my freshman year, changed the trajectory of my future. To avoid the agonizing doom of taking PE my freshman year, I enrolled in an entrepreneurship business course that gave me the chance to dive into the world of business and develop the mindset and skills necessary to succeed as an entrepreneur in any field. We studied and celebrated numerous famous entrepreneurs: Steve Jobs, Warren Buffett, Andrew Carnegie, Rihanna, Jay-Z, and the list goes on and on. The class instilled in me core values like authenticity, tenacity, and creativity, and introduced me to a group of mentors who believed in my potential, alongside peers who shared my passion for innovation and changing the world around us. But what truly made an impact were the 48 minutes spent in each business class for the next 4 years, where I felt more alive and inspired than anywhere else in my high school schedule. That experience led me to join organizations like Business Professionals of America, where I discovered a community that both challenged and motivated me. From flipping some oddly shaped pancakes at the annual philanthropy breakfast to speaking with elected officials on the United States Capitol Hill, BPA has profoundly shaped my life. And it's the empowerment I've gained through these experiences, along with support from my parents, many peers, and mentors like my teachers and Mr. Gross, who refers to me as Madam President every time he sees me, that has ignited my drive to give back to causes greater than myself. There have been times where I've walked into a room and found myself as the only person who looks like me, the only one whose experiences and background seem different from the majority. In those moments, there's a feeling of being both visible and invisible at the same time, being seen for what makes me stand out, but also feeling the weight of feeling misunderstood and disconnected from others. It's not always easy, I will admit, and it often feels like I'm navigating spaces that weren't designed for people like me in mind. But it's also in those moments that I've learned the power of embracing my identity fully, knowing that my presence has the potential to open doors for others who may one day walk into that same room and feel a little less alone. And now, as I near the end of my tenure as a business learner and a BPA leader, I hope that my work can create a culture where any member or any classmate that I encounter, regardless of background, can feel confident in their ability to succeed and pursue anything to redefine what prosperity can look like. It's incredibly easy to follow the prototype of what success might look like, but I encourage you all to take the challenge of exploring what you truly love to do and transform it into something that is uniquely yours. Define your own success, and don't be afraid of carving a path that feels authentic to you, even if it looks different from what others might expect of you. As you move forward to pursue your many amazing endeavors, remember that this journey is never meant to be walked alone. Success is not just about individual achievement, but about uplifting those around you, offering support, and empowering others to reach new heights. By defining your own success and empowering others to do the same, we can create a collective strength that will carry us all towards even greater accomplishments. Let us continue to build each other up, to uplift our peers, and to embrace the authenticity that allows us to lead, not just for ourselves, but for the future of those who come after us. Finally, in the pursuit of success, it is incredibly easy to get caught up in the finish line, but there's so much to be gained by embracing the journey. When we focus on being present and enjoying the process, you can open yourself up to growth, discovery, and so many new opportunities, just like I did. There are so many moments from high school, whether it's unwinding with my girls through Sudanese dance rehearsals for the Walk It Out fashion show, or seemingly endless orchestra rehearsals preparing for concerts, that I have so much bliss and that I miss and will really enjoy being able to do for the last time this senior year. So remember, take a moment to celebrate all your progress, all the challenges, and all the connections you've made throughout high school. I promise, the journey you take is just as rewarding as the destination. Thank you.
As you know, our slogan at West High is where excellence is a tradition, and I think you just witnessed excellence in our student body. So let's give our student speakers one more round of applause, please. At this time, I'll welcome to the podium Ms. Arkfeld, and we will begin the ceremony.
Hello, thank you for coming. We just want to recognize a few of our continuing senior members. I'm going to have them introduce themselves, and then after the ceremony, if you'd like to join us out in the lobby for a cookie, that would be great.
Jelani Mack,
Brooklyn Knock,
Fiona Graber,
Miriam Blake.
Thank you, and then we're going to start our induction of our new seniors.
Good evening, everyone. We're going to read all of the names of all of the inductees in case people are watching on the live stream or if students are sitting out of order. So welcome, and we'll get started with our new seniors. Roba Adelmanan, Christiana Bea, Emily Cup, Nicholas Davis, Bashir Al-Taib, Suleiman Fahim, Celine Filario, Vanessa Kimani, Cole Krutzfeld, Maite Lessa, Sandy Larison, Rosario Mendez Diaz,
Cody Morris, Miradi Moody, Emre Orhan, Chanel Pennell, Emma Potoff, Anders Pressler, Shreya Singh, Natalie Steva, Gregory Van Auken, Jack Wallace, and Mike Zhang. And now we're going to move on to our new 11th grade members. Minna Abdallah, Tasneem Abunabe, Tibian Abunabe, Omnia Ahmed, Asif Ali, Omnia Ali, Mayar Aliwasi, sorry. Zaid Al-Wadani, Allison Asay, Paulina Avadonina, Vincent Belcher, Eli Bolender, Finley Bonfig, Sylvia Broffitt, Mariah Bruning, Daniela Buckholz, Wazin Bukhari, Amariana Butler, Thomas Butler, Michaela Cairns, Ellie Chen, Lily Collier, Nora Connolly, Gabriel Conrad, Madeline Cook, Lucas Correa Liebfried, Kellen Craig, Audrey Crawford, Myra Crawford, Kiera Crow, Jonathan Curtin Delara, Wad Dafala, Caleb Davies, Sylvia DeYoung, Adrian DeWard, Irafa Dirar, Lucas Donato, Julia Doreo, Derek Dereska, Jack Eastfold, Ethan Eig, Henry Elser, Yazan El-Sheikh, Lydia Evans. Winston Fan, Grace Fincham, Marcus Fisher. Alex Forbes, Fern Freyer. Ava Fries, Catherine Gantenbein, Callie Gao, Lucy Gardner, Anna Gibson, Anna Goska, Tadamichi Godo, Anna Greenlee, Carver Griffhorst, Emilia Grader, Ahmed Hamid, Owen Harms, Alexandria Held, Alexander Herbold, Carter Houchins Witt, Lauren Heineck, Khalid Ibrahim, Campbell Janice, Irma Jara, Jack Jensen Fitzpatrick, Sadarshan Kastarirangan, Sean Kearney, Jason Kim, Venelin Kotev, Evelyn Kraber, Grace Krutzfeld, Gabriel Larson, Ethan Lee, Hyunsa Lee, Edward Lee,
Jerry Lee, Hannah Longmire, Patrick Lusart, Jack McLagan, Abbas Mahadi, Julian Manson. Oh, sorry. Asil Matar, Sophie Meliker, Zainab Murmur, Maple Miller, Ali Mohammed, Basel Mohammed, Emma Moniza, Maya Mueller. Aisha Nasir. Elijah Nelson. Abigail Newmiller. Kobe Knott. Mohammed Omer. Eva Ortega Lopez. Jack Overholt. Catherine Owens. Anita Paracottle. Carter Parrish. Alexander Pierce. Sage Putoff. Emily Raby. Inez Ramoni. Thara Rajagopal. Pranil Rastogi. Elizabeth Rotlin. Titan Ross. Rowan Russell. Celia Sadiwasser. Adam Salem. Shanza Sammy. Maximilian Schiebel. Lily Schmid. Raymond Scott. Yiju Sol. Solomon Schaefer. Elijah Simon. Alexa Small. Gwendolyn Smith. Maddox Smith. Eli Smock. Charlotte Stevens. Cecilia Sturba. Mara Strand. Shahud Suleiman. Brady Toma. Guido Thompson. Henry Timmer Hackert. Ethan Tisdale. Thomas Tong. Sophie Tremblay. Jasmine Sang. Abigail Van Every. Kate Van Wanning. Carolyn Vanderweg. Adriana Vargas. Grace Vignato. Garrett Vogt. Grace Walker. Aria Warren. Jacob Weimer. Samuel Whites. Rebecca Westfall. Emma Wiederin. Kesley Wilkinson. Lachlan Williamson. Eva Willis. Catherine Shu. Talim Yoon. Anna Yu. Rosemary Yance. Jennifer Zhang. Xianwen Zhang. And Oakley Zerker. Thank you all for attending the National Honor Society ceremony this evening. Please join us for a cookie in the lobby. Congratulations to all of our students.